Hello guys, welcome to Physics Desk. So before going ahead with this video, please make sure that you watch all the previous videos of electric charges and field. And till now, in the part 4 of this video, we studied what is electric field and types of electric field. So in this video, I am mainly focusing on electric field lines. That is how we can represent the electric field that tells the electric field lines. So let's get into the video. So electric field lines. So this is very important concept in this chapter. So electric field lines are completely an imaginary concept. So this doesn't exist in real life. This is a completely imaginary concept, or we can say an electric field line is an imaginary line or curve drawn through a region of space so that its tangent, so the tangent of the line at any point is the direction of electric field vector at that particular point. So we can say electric field line is an imaginary line. It may be a line or it may be a curve drawn through a region of space so that its tangent, if you consider a curve, then the tangent of that curve at any point is the direction of the electric field vector at that particular point. So the electric field lines tells us about the direction of the electric field. So we can say electric field lines indicates or tells us about the direction of electric field, or in particularly it tells us how do we represent an electric field. There are a set of lines. We cannot see these lines in our real life. This is the imaginary concept. Also, we can say these are the lines which tells us the nature of, it also tells us the nature of electric field. That is, where does this electric field starts and where does it end. So that kind of nature of electric field is represented by electric field lines. So electric field lines shows the direction of the electric field E at each point, and their spacing gives a general idea of the magnitude of E at each point. If E is strong, that is electric field is intensity is strong, we draw lines bunched closely together. Suppose E is weaker, they are further apart. So if the electric field lines are closely bound together, then we can say that E is stronger. If the electric field lines are far apart, then we can say that E is weaker compared to another electric field lines. So in generally, electric field lines are defined as, electric field lines are the imaginary lines representing the electric field intensity. So this is the general definition of electric field lines. The electric field lines are sometimes called as field maps. So this is the another word for electric field lines. So there are some points which we need to know about electric field lines. So the first one is, electric field lines would always originate from a positive charge and end on negative charge. So if we consider electric field, then there will be two charges, either positive charge or negative charge. If we consider positive charge, then the electric field lines are always originated from the positive charge, like this, originated from. So this is the representation of electric field lines, which is for a positive charge, and electric field lines always end on negative charge. So suppose we consider a negative charge, then electric field lines always end on negative charge. So this is the representation of electric field lines for a negative charge. So this is the diagram for single positive charge, and this is for single negative charge. So this is the first point where we need to know about electric field lines. This is very important point. So now let's move on to the second point, that is, if we consider two equal and opposite charges which is closely bound together, then how we can represent the electric field lines. So field lines are close together where the field is strong, further apart when it is weaker. So this is the representation of if we have two opposite charges. So always the electric field lines start from positive and ends on negative charge. So this is the graphical representation of two equal and opposite charges. So it is also known as a dipole. So at each point in space, the electric field vector is tangent to the field lines passing through that point. That is, at each point in space, the electric field vector is tangent to the field line passing through that particular point. So this is the second point in electric field lines. So now let's move on to the third point, that is, if we consider two like charges. In this diagram we have two positive charges. So when we consider two positive charges, we know that they always repel each other. So in the diagram it repels each other, and from the property of electric field lines, the electric field lines always start from positive charge. So the arrow mark indicates that. So this is the diagram which represent if we consider two like charges. But if we consider two negative charges, what happens? The electric field lines always ends on the negative charges. That is the only difference between if we consider positive charge or negative charge. So these are the three main points in electric field lines. So first one is for single positive charge and single negative charge, how we can represent the electric field lines. If we have two equal and opposite charges, and if we have two like charges, either positive or negative, how we can represent the electric field lines. So this diagram is very important in this particular chapter. So this is all about electric field lines. Then we can move to the some important properties of electric field lines. So there are some 5 to 7 properties of electric field lines. So there are 7 basic properties of electric field lines. So let us see one by one. So the first property we already just now studied, that is, the electric field lines are always directed away from positive charge and directed towards negative charge. So if we have one positive charge, then always the electric field lines are directed from the positive charge, like this. And if we have one negative charge, then the electric field lines are always directed towards the negative charge. So these two are the representations of electric field lines when it comes to positive charge and negative charge. And let us move to the second property, that is field lines are continuous curve without any break. So if we consider one positive charge, then the electric field lines are always continuous. The field lines doesn't seems like this one, like this. Okay, it is always a continuous line or continuous curve from positive to negative, like this. Okay, field lines are always continuous curve without any break. So the third one is two field lines cannot cross each other. So if we have two field lines, suppose positive and positive are closely bound together, then the field lines are always like this. It cannot cross each other like this. Okay, why? Because at this joining point, both the direction of the field lines exist. Can there two direction of the field line at a point? So at this point we got confused, right, whether the direction is like this or like this. At the joining point, both the direction of the field line exist, right? At this point, the direction of both the charge exist. Can there be two direction of one field line at the same point? No, right? So two field line cannot intersect each other at any point. So this is the third point. The fourth one is very simple. Electric field lines cannot form a closed loop. Either it is a straight line or curve. It cannot form a closed loop like this. So this is not possible. Electric field lines, either it is a straight line or a curve. It cannot form a closed loop. So this is the fourth property of electric field lines. So let us move to the next property, that is electric field lines cannot pass through the conductor. It is always perpendicular to the conductor. That is, if we consider one conductor which is a positive charge, then the electric field line cannot pass through the conductor. It is always perpendicular to the conductor, like this. If we consider any field line which is passing from the conductor, it is always perpendicular to the conductor. If we consider this one, it is perpendicular. If we consider this one, this field line is perpendicular. So every field line which is passing from the positive charge is perpendicular to the conductor. It cannot pass through the conductor. It is not possible. So the fifth property tells us that electric field line cannot pass through the conductor. It is always perpendicular to the conductor. So the next property is number of field lines are directly proportional to the charge. That is, if consider charge Q1 and electric field lines are like this, and if we consider another charge Q2 and the electric field lines are like this. So by looking at these two charges, the number of field lines of Q1 is less than number of electric field lines of Q2. So this property tells us that number of field lines are directly proportional to charge, right? So as the number of field lines increases, charge must be increased. So from these, looking at these two diagrams, we can say that Q2 must be greater than Q1. So this is the sixth property of electric field lines. And the last property, electric field line exert a lateral pressure during the repulsion between two like charges. So if we consider two like charges, either it is positive positive or negative negative, it always repel each other. So if we consider a point P in the midpoint between these two charges where electric intensity is 0. So at point P, electric field intensity is 0 because the electric field intensity of one charge gets completely cancelled out to the other charge. This point P is known as neutral point. So these are the 7 properties of electric field lines, and this is a very important topic in this chapter. This is all about electric field lines and properties of electric field lines, and the remaining concept will be covered in my upcoming videos. So stay tuned. Thank you.